Another week and another exciting race on our hands here in Worldwide Racing League, as this week we head to Jeddah. Last week we saw a Mercedes take victory in Bahrain as AEM Kirby started off his campaign the way he wants to continue, as he took the checkered flag first, meaning he does top our championship right now. Did you know that Saudi Arabia is home to the world's tallest water fountain in the world? And they did, weirdly enough, call it Jeddah. And it's also the first time in WRL history that we will race on the streets of Jeddah. Tonight, there are 2 debuts and a special appearance from our reigning F1 champion and challengers driver Harvey C19, as he looks to continue winning ways here in Worldwide Racing League. The 6.174 kilometre track with 27 turns will be the challenge tonight, and with 25 laps, anything can really happen. Joining me tonight, as always, is fellow WRL owner and current F3 driver, Jack Carroll. Jack, welcome to the comms box here in Jeddah. Yeah, it definitely should be a good indeed. As I said, 2 debuts tonight with PSR Jish in the Aston Martin, AM Charlie in the Red Bull then. So be very interesting to see how them two get on. We did mention AM driver in that intro, AM Kirby picking up the first victory of the season for your Mercedes team, Jack. And how important was that first win for him? Yeah, good to see from the debutant there. He has told me he is practicing for an AM event here tonight in WRL, so I'm sure he has put a lot of practice in on his own spare time, and I'm really excited to see how he does get on with the likes of with Harvey and Quantum, just to name a few. Speaking of Harvey, right now we did put a hot lap out of him earlier on this week around this track. I think he's 12th in the world right now on time trial, and he's currently showing some blistering pace here on the track, as he does set a purple sector 2 on those medium compounder tyres. Be very important and very interesting, to see where he will be on this leaderboard right now. As thankfully Elijah Kettle does get out of the way of him, but you never know. You don't get nervous, you do get a little bit shaky though. But Harvey, round the final corner, nearly does Verstappen, nearly puts himself into a wall in that Red Bull car. That would have been very weird. Opens up DRS and up to the line. Harvey C19 only goes into 4th. Yeah, as I'm pulled on currently, as I said, with our driver standing leader right now, Kirby. As Jack said, does look like he gave him a little tow, so a bit of work there from the Aston Martin and Mercedes team. Obviously, we do have the same engine in the back of that car, but good to see our 2 teams, Jack, Mercedes and Aston Martin, working together there, as Kirby rounding the final corner. He's putting a decent lap so far, both purple in both sectors. Is that true, though? As he's run out of ERS up to the line, he does go second behind his AM teammate. Hasn't validated as well. One man who hasn't invalidated so far is SSR Husky, as he's on the mediums. Apparently does set a purple sector 2. If that is true or not, we will find out when we get to the end of this lap. He does cut that, and there is the invalidation. You can cut that corner a lot going under the hotel section, I'm pretty sure that is. But you can't cut him that much, unfortunately, there for the American. So we will flick on to the team owner of McLaren, CRC Phoenix there. Our favourite bald man. As he goes up to the line, he opens up DRS. Going to give PSR Jish a nice slipstream as well. Phoenix goes into 7th as Jish, I think, starts his lap now. So we've got a nice tow from the McLaren driver there. See what the Aston Martin can do. We'll stay on board with him. We'll see what he can do in his first sector there. Very technical and very... You need to be good at this game to be able to navigate your way through this first sector and without losing a wing and doing it quite quickly. But Jish has... looks like he's done that pretty well. 30.7 first sector, says it's purple. If it will be is a different story. And then loses it on there. So needs to be careful here, just as he doesn't want to get himself in... Ooh. Oh, okay. Thank God we have Ghosting on. Yep, a big mistake from me there. I completely forgot that Jish raced last week. So sorry, Jish, if you're going to watch the stream back. I don't forget you usually, but I just thought you was making your debut tonight. Anyway, Jacob, a man from last week. He didn't have the best qualifying, starting 19th on the grid. And I've just commentated cursed him. Oh! Yeah, I think for his sake, I'm gonna come off board of him now, and he's got a gaming is navigating his way through Sector 1 as well. Got a gaming, quite an underrated driver in WRL, I would say, and he set a 30.5 in the first sector. That's a good first sector. I'm gonna compare that with Charlie's, as currently about a 10th down on Charlie right now. But it just shows how good that first sector is, as he is on pace right now with AM Kirby. Oh! Quantum up to the line. He goes third of that lap. Almost a second quicker than his last lap there, Quantum. I wonder if he's doing 2 back-to-backs. No, it doesn't look like it. 7 minutes to go in this qualifying session. As Charlie comes across the line, he goes even faster, a 10th.5 quicker. I'm very interested now to see what Harvey can do, as he's actually invalidated. Oh, there's a yellow flag on the last corner. That's Jim LFC. He has a clattered the wall and lost his front wing. So unfortunately for the Alpines, running 5th and 6th right now. So fantastic showing so far from the Alpine. I mean, 2 drivers, I mean, definitely do deserve to be in this division. But 5th and 6th, when you've got this caliber of competition with them, sometimes you do wonder, are they just punching above their weight right now? As Harvey, sorry to cut you off there, but Harvey sets a 30 flat on his first sector time, which is actually No, sorry, it's 4 tenths, sorry, quicker than AM Charlie's fastest lap at this moment in time. As we will stay on board with Harvey as he finishes lap. Around the final corner. I wonder if Harvey will have enough time to come back into the pits and potentially do one more lap. He's going to come up to the line, cut the line as short as possible. And Harvey C19 goes pole by 6 tenths of a second. Yeah. But CRT Phoenix round in the final corner. I think we're on for a front row here from the McLaren team owner. I think he's about 1.2 seconds up on his time right now. And 1.4, it's a front row. It's a 27 flat, very close to the sixes. Incredible lap there from Phoenix. As Jish goes up to 7th. Obviously, anything can happen in qualifying and in the race here, especially here in Jeddah. But, I mean, you would say right now, Harvey has probably got one foot and probably, I'd say 4 toes on that top step of the podium right now. Can Elijah do? He's up to 8th. Yeah, I mean, I want another driver who actually got a fantastic result on track last week. I mean, penalties did kind of do him over a little bit. However, always Husky goes into the wall a little bit there. Probably has wing damage. But Elijah maybe will struggle with fighting for the top end of the points, which most of these drivers definitely do in other leagues. But always Husky, wow, doesn't actually crash. But as I was saying, most of these drivers definitely challenging for podiums and wins in most leagues. But it's just in WRL this season, they can't get a sniff right now. It just shows the current competition we have, and it's just incredible. Yeah, well, we have said it before, especially in all 3 divisions. No one can expect to go in to the races this season with 1 lap of practice and go, I'll win this. It's fine. I'm good enough. You may be good enough, but can you prove it without practice? Probably not, especially not this season as well. As CRT Quantum does invalidate then. I wonder if he'll be doing a back-to-back lap, which will hurt his tyres a little bit. But it'll be interesting to see what the Ferrari can do, unless he's trying to push to get back into the pits. But I don't think he's got enough time, as there's a minute and a half left. Oh, as Archie invalidates on the first corner. That's Archie's qualifying over. But let's see what Jacob can do as he clatters the wall a little bit. I wonder if it might be a glitch, because I've seen so many people clatter that wall and not really lose their end plate, which, I mean, you should be doing, really. But Jacob right now, purple sector 2. Wouldn't surprise me if that is true. We know Jacob's very quick driving. I think he has got damage and he has invalidated. Jacob starting from the back of the grid once more. Wow. Totally unexpected there. Yeah, 15 seconds to go for me. And it's looking like Kirby will be able to start a lap. Yeah, so Jackster's out. That's a big surprise there for the Aston Martin. Kirby is able to start a lap. I think Phoenix is on a lap right now. As Elijah Vettel has missed the line. He was in the pit, sorry. Archie has missed the line. So Vettel, Husky, Archie and Elijah will no longer be participating in this round's qualifying. CRT Phoenix does go wide and he does invalidate. He was up on his time as well. Speaking of up on his time, Harvey, a tenth and a half up. QuickDead's got everything to prove as well. This is this is going to be very interesting last run here in qualifying here in Jeddah. So many drivers got so much to prove, so much more they can show. Would I be able to do it? Is all on the line here. H. Curtis, 7/10 of a second up right now. Would only put him up into 13th there. Not good enough at the minute for the Williams driver. He needs to find some time as he rounds the final corner. I just wonder if PG Bullbeast is on another lap. No, he's not. It does go into the pits. We'll stay on board then with H. Curtis. He goes across the line. It's going to be, as I said, only 13th there for Curtis. The hatch driver got a game in. Wrong one. Where is he? Steph. P4 for Steph. Great lap there. That's Harvey. We won't even talk about it. Well done, Harvey. Great pole. Got a game in. Who'll be next to cross the line? It will be AM Kirby. He's crossed the line. And it will be third there for Kirby. Beating his AEM teammate in the Red Bull. Got a game in. Goes into 11. Gets that P11 strategy. Quick dead into 12th. Is anyone else on the lap? As I've just know, Jim LFC into 6th. Didn't even notice him in there. But I think that's qualifying over, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That was a great qualifying session. A lot of people showing some fantastic pace here. There's no margin for error whatsoever. I mean, you'd say Jeddah along with Monaco are definitely the two tracks on this game and on the calendar of one that if you make one half mistake, you're going in a wall. You're going into the pit lane and you're going to change that front wing. But as we run down the grid then, Harvey C19, the challengers man, and the current WRL F1 champion is on pole. CRT Phoenix with an absolutely fantastic result there for his McLaren. He rounds out the front row with Harvey, Kirby and Charlie there, both AEM drivers on the sitting in third and fourth. Steph and Jim LFC, fantastic qualifying from him. BG Bullbeast, the first time we've seen him in a few seasons, back into 7th, with Archie into 8th. Bit of a bottle there for Archie, and that is his words, it's not mine. Quantum in 9th. PSR just rounds out the top 10. And starting on the alternate strategy you'd like to imagine. Got a game in 11th with QuickDead, Elijah Vettel and Atom 13th, 14th, with H. Curtis returning back this season from his race bans. He's in 15th with Jackster. Very disappointing qualifying, you'd have to say, from him in 16th. AJ Nolan and ERS Vettel in 17th and 18th. Husky the American in 19th. And from the back of the grid once more, it's the Welshman Jacob. That is it's definitely possible. I mean, I'm expecting some carnage here potentially, and potentially expecting some safety cars, but still a long way to go. 25 laps, and we haven't even started it yet. Jack, if I could ask you right now, what is your podium prediction? That would be the perfect race as well. Apparently people can't hear you. So if you just speak up real quick. Yep, I know what I've done, don't worry. Okay, so we are gonna have, there we go. Hi, Jack.
Oh hi. Just come back since the start of qualifying. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Yep, so
Actually wasn't speaking there at all for the last 20
yep, so I'm
minutes.
with Jack today in commentary. Hi, Jack. Welcome to commentary.
Yeah, hi. Well, that's not good. I thought I've done pretty well so far the commentary in the last 20 minutes, but it's all for nothing because you didn't hear me. Oh well. Well, what a qualifying. Harvey on pole, not really a shock. Quite a few people further back than they need to be. My podium prediction is Harvey P1, Kirby P2, and Jax to P3 because he needs a bit of redemption after last week.
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully, that is the first
All up
time you
to
said
speed.
that, so that's a shock to me and a shock to
Yeah.
the stream. But yeah, that's Jack's predictions, chat. What do you think right now? Who is going to be finishing on the podium? Will it be Harvey on the top step? I wouldn't be surprised, but will Phoenix be able to hold on to that P2? Because really, that's a win in Phoenix's eyes. If you can get second on this grid and Harvey wins, then that's basically a win, isn't it?
Yeah. A class win if you like.
Yeah.
Harvey's the hypercar class, and then Phoenix down to start of the LMP2
Yeah.
class.
You got the I mean, Phoenix, we do know, does enjoy a penalty and does enjoy a
Yeah.
wall. And round Jeddah, it's very easy to get both. It's very easy to get a penalty, it's very easy to get a wall in your car. So it'll be interesting to see how Phoenix can do. AM Kirby, our championship leader right now after round one. It'll be interesting to see how he can jump up. And it'll be interesting to see how Charlie can do on his debut here. I'm interested. I keep saying I'm interested, but I am. I'm interested to see how God of Gaming can do from P11 there on the alternate strategy, perhaps. I wonder how many people will go on that, because we do know it's not as quick as people like to think, and especially at other tracks, like America, for example, where the alternate strategy is a lot more OP than it is here. But I wonder when we'll be readying up. I think we should be going soon.
I'm interested to see though how these guys starting on the mediums can do, because if you don't get a safety car for the first 9 laps, which I know so it's a big ask, especially at a track like this. But if we can manage without one, then those guys are going to have track position, and they have no intentions of pitting for until at least like lap 17 or 18. So if they get a safety car anytime close to their pit window, then that's going to be great for them because they're going to have track position, and they're also going to be in those nice soft tires compared to everyone else in the mediums. So they'll have that advantage of the tires and potentially also track position advantage, because I'm sure quite a few people on the mediums will also look to pit because of that.
Yeah, and
So,
Jackson has just left the session. I think he has
yeah.
had a Xbox issue. I'm just reading in the chat. So we'll give him a invite back, as I do want to see the Aston Martin do well, as it would be good for my team. As readying up then, here we go. Jax wants to get back in this lobby. He wants to get in pretty quick, as we are starting the formation lap in 20 seconds time. First ever time around Jeddah here in WRL for our Formula 1's here now. Obviously, you have just seen the Formula 2 race, in which yours truly didn't do very well. And the F3 race, which was streamed, in fact, at the end. We didn't stream qualifying, but we did stream the race, as Harvey C19 took us through that. And Harvey C19 will be starting the formation grid lap here, as I've just completely forgot my words. But 20 drivers, all with the same goal, to try and finish P1 tonight. Any of these drivers definitely can. And I'm expecting a incredible race.
Yeah, absolutely. just know for a fact if Harvey ends up having some sort of error, whether it be just him making a mistake or I don't know his Xbox crashing or his wheel having an error or his pedals and he crashes out, then it's literally anyone's, because anyone could win.
Yes, we will check the tyres. Got a gaming quick dead at Elijah Vettel, all on mediums. Atom going for softs. So quite surprising there from the Alpine. H. Curtis on mediums. Jackster, AJ Nolan and Vettel on softs. And Husky and Jacob at the back of the grid on mediums. Obviously the top 10 on
nice,
softs as well.
Nice difference of tyres there from the guys outside the top 10.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a 50-50 split, I think.
I'm not surprised to not see any hards. I mean, these are some of the best drivers on Xbox, and they know what they're doing. So, I mean, we did see someone going hards in F2 at the start of the race and died on the first lap. So, it does take a while to warm up those hards, especially at a track where the mechanical grip is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a case of similar to Vietnam on the last game where the hards are just absolutely useless. Like, they're just there to make up the numbers for the tyres, really. I'd be very surprised if anyone even touches the hards. It's like, if there's a lap 1 safety car, I'd expect all the soft runners just to pit for mediums and do medium soft, or else stay out for track position. No, I don't think anyone will touch the hards, to be honest. And that's no offense intended to any of the guys in F3 and F2 that decided to go in the hards, because not everyone really knows that the hards are useless until you've really tried them or you've been told by someone else. So it's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah, it is, but that's the formation lap over by looks of it. Looks like CRT Phoenix has won that, so congratulations to him. Make sure to get the award sent out in the post. As he does beat Harvey. As Jackson is now back in, which is good to see.
Timing.
Unfortunately, he won't be able to take over until the end of Sector 1, I'm pretty sure. But he will line up in his grid position. And we will get underway here in Jeddah. As all 20 cars are lined up. That's a good camera angle. You can see all the tyres as well. That looks nice. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And a pause, and it's lights out and away we go then. Harvey gets a good start from Phoenix. Kirby gets a good start as well. Charlie struggling a little bit as Harvey doesn't maintain the lead. Kirby up in speed to CRT Phoenix. A bit of contact between them. CRT Phoenix is off the road. Can he stay ahead of AM Charlie here? He's got the inside line. Can he stay ahead? He can. Bit more action down the further of the field as Archie's round. Archie's in a wall.
Not the start Archie would have wanted. Looks like he's got away with any visual damage, but I feel he's picked up damage there. He's got all the work to do in the world now to get back up into some decent points.
As we see, got a game in up into 9th right now. Good start there from the Hash driver on the medium. Currently the lead medium tyre runner. Obviously, it's about a 1.2 second gap between the mediums and softs, but it's a massive DRS train, Jeddah. So it would be quite easy to stay with that. The DRS is already broken for Harvey and Kirby as BG Bullbeast gets past Jim LFC there for P6. So good job from the reserve driver. Wonder if Quantum, the other...
I think Jim's struggling here.
Yeah, I wonder if Jim's got a bit of damage.
Quantum on the look as well. He doesn't have any visual damage, but once again, you can pick up some very light damage here and it would be really bad. I think this track might be worse than Suzuka for wing damage and how it affects the car. But yeah, Jim's struggling a bit at the minute. He's just going to need to get back up the pace fairly soon, or he's going to drop like a stone.
CR2 Phoenix are back up into second. He's got an absolute rocket ship in the back of that McLaren. Looks has some fantastic straight line speed. So I wonder if Phoenix has just prioritised that. Hold everyone up, sorry, in Sector 1. Be a bit of a train. And then absolutely breeze past everyone on that back straight, which is really the only place where you can overtake people here.
Yeah, it's a big mistake there from God Game. He had a bit of a wobble out of the second corner. Bit of a collision with Adam's side pod after Adam got passed into P9. And Jesh has sent the one up the inside of him as well, and he's lost 3 positions in a sector there to Adam, Jesh and Vettel.
So Jackson now going up the inside there of H. Curtis. He's on the soft tyres. He needs to get these moves done. so far, a good recovery from
got
Aston
three.
Martin. Of course, he had some connection issues, but Quick Dead and H. Curtis going side by side. H. Curtis backs out wisely, and Quick Dead up another position from up into 15th. Oh, as there's contact, that's H. Curtis round.
No, he's misjudged the braking zone for the corner, and he's had to go off, and he's had to let everyone through, because if he went back on, he would have rejoined on the racing line. So it's a mistake from Curtis, but he's judged it well and coming back on track for fair play.
Yeah, fair play to
Could have
him.
easily rejoined and killed like 3 people. Archie now all over the back of SSR Husky, of course. He is on the softs, getting a bit of a love tap there. Not ideal, but he's going to try and outbrake him into the hairpin.
Leaves no room really for the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, a bit of contact. Very aggressive driving there from Archie, but I suppose when you lose 12 positions on lap 1, you're going to be in a bit of a mood. And he does get up into P7.
Is the American?
I think Husky's going to try and send one, but it was a sort of a half send, and that's Archie up a position.
Up to P17 there for Archie, as he needs to climb up the ranks, as he has got Jacob ahead of him next, so not an easy drive to get past, but on those softs against the mediums it may be a little easier. 2 seconds is the gap right now from first place Harvey to second place Phoenix. Archie's our first driver with a penalty as always. Phoenix gets all out of shape there.
Archie makes another move now, this time on Jacob. Easy enough move down the inside, just better on the brakes, but yeah, penalty now. He's the first one to pick up a penalty, but I said I don't think he'll be the last one to pick up a penalty here.
DRS has been enabled, so I'm pretty sure we're about to see some moves up and down the field, as it is a DRS train from second place all the way down to 19th.
Yeah, everyone within DRS of each other, except for Vettel just then, but he did get a DRS, but I think that might have just broken the train.
It has broken the... Yeah, it has for now, and I think Elijah Vettel might be out of DRS to the drivers ahead as well.
Actually trying to make a move and got a gaming defending well. AAM Kirby now in Phoenix for P2.
And Charlie tries to...
And he gets 3.
Yeah, Charlie dances around the McLaren as well. So we did say that McLaren looked like he had a rocket ship, but the DRS is just so powerful around here. And that is both AEM drivers up to second and third.
You wonder now, is Charlie going to act as a bit of a rear gunner for Kirby, because I'd assume they know each other as they're both in the same team.
Oh, it's Jacob's round!
Not in this... Ooh.
May bring out a virtual safety car there. It doesn't, but he has got damage on that Romeo. It's not what he would have wanted at all.
Not ideal for Jacob. Yeah, not really much you can say about that. Phoenix picks up his first penalty.
Can't say I'm surprised. There we go. 4 laps is what it took him.
Well, that's more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, he's done quite well to be fair to him. But he is staying with Charlie and Kirby. I mean, 2 drivers who are absolutely rapid. But fair play to Phoenix for staying with these. I mean, it looks like he's struggling a little bit maybe with the tyres.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, Steph, we know he's on pad, but he's doing so well right now to stay with these front runners. As always, Charlie gets past Kirby. I wonder if Kirby's just broke to get DRS. He has. Charlie has got no DRS, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Kirby has deactivated it fairly late, which leaves him a bit under threat to Phoenix, but Kirby... it looks like these guys are going to box Phoenix.
Yeah, they are.
They tried to do it, but that does give Phoenix the inside line.
There's a lot of movement down the back of the field. I can't really see what's going on. ERS Vettel and Jackson going side by side. This could end very badly here. The Aston Martin, or he has to go off track to try and get Vettel. I think there's a bit of connection issues going on with Jackson, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah, Kirby and Phoenix went side by side throughout that whole sector 1. I'm surprised neither of them died. Kirby, well, Phoenix does have the position for now, but he has lost DRS to the car ahead, so that might leave him under threat to all these guys lining up in a queue behind.
And we did say the hards are terrible. Unfortunately, Jacob has had to go on them. He's playing it safe just in case there won't be a safety car in this race. The CRT Quantum gets past Bullbeast. I wonder if Bullbeast has got a bit of damage on his Ferrari car. But it's another position for the man who finished P3.
Ooh,
Oh,
Steph taps a wall,
and that's Steph.
Massive pile up, surely.
How is no one gone out there? Quantum surely's got damage from that. BG Bullbeat's probably got damage
Steph
as well. Steph has 100% got damage. Steph just got it all wrong going under the hotel section.
To be very honest, I think that could have gone a lot worse.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a DNF there, as Quantum does just let everybody go. But that promotes Jish up to P5.
On the outside. Yeah, Jish has done really well so far, keeping out of trouble. But he does have Bullbeast trying to send one on him down the inside. And Jish now on the outside, and yeah. And he's lost 2 possessions at once there. Adam sneakily going around the outside of him without him noticing, and that's Adam up to P6 now after starting P14. Like, very good start there for Adam. Just gone pretty under the radar.
Yeah, Adam, a very underrated driver. He's I mean, as we've said, he potentially, no offense to him, should not be battling the likes of Harvey, C19, Charlie, Phoenix, Kirby, but he's showing us wrong. He's proving us wrong every single week, and long may it continue for the Alpine team owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
But 6 laps in, no safety car right now. Quite surprising as Jim picks a penalty up P8. He's having a bit of a quiet race now, right now, to be fair. Archie back up to 11th, so good recovery for him right now. 1 position off the points. He's got 3 seconds to find before he starts to think about adding on to his championship tally for the season. Zotty Phoenix is trying to get an overtake done on Charlie. I think Charlie wisely lets him go so he can get DRS on the back straight. Phoenix does get a bit of a better.
It's interesting. Yeah, it is interesting seeing Kirby having to battle like this, to be honest, after how dominant he was last week. But just shows he's not going to be. It's not going to be a one horse race every single week, which is, you know, really good to see. With the exception of the races that Harvey decides to turn up to. But that's completely different.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are tracks which, I mean, the likes of Phoenix and Charlie and Kirby and, I mean, Jacob, we've seen his pace, Quantum as well, where they will be able to battle with Harvey. I mean, we saw Quantum and Harvey had a stupendous battle last season at Japan, and it came out with Quantum winning that race. So it's all depends on the track. We do know Harvey's very, very good here at Jeddah, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on a potential at Japan.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the more technical tracks. So we've got, speaking of technical tracks, we've got Imola next week, so that's going to be interesting to see what everyone's like there. Which unfortunately, I believe you're going to miss. If I'm right in saying that.
Fortunately, work commitments.
So that's going to be. Yeah, so that is unfortunate, but yeah, other commitments. Sometimes real life comes first, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. But
oh, it's very important. Charlie has not got DRS on Phoenix.
Oh, that's very tasty, but look who does have DRS, AM Kirby, and that's going to be the easiest move of the race for him so far.
Yeah, it is, but is he going to get DRS on Phoenix? He hasn't. Phoenix has gotten away. He's really pushing. He might get the fastest lap of the race here. No, he didn't, but he was. He's really showing some pace, and he's at 30% ERS right now. He's really having to push, but you can just see the ERS levels right now with Kirby and Charlie. Kirby's on 70%. We have our first DNF.
Oh, it's Curtis. Yeah.
There is a safety car.
A safety car. It is a safety car. Not really surprised, but we've managed 8 laps without one. And that's pretty perfect for the soft runners. I can just pit for mediums to the end now. But yeah. I
mean, you're right. We've had 8 laps of pure just racing. Just hard racing.
Yeah, it's been absolutely great.
But Jacob is back in this race now. He will be pitting again. I'm sure he'll go into the mediums. But people like QuickDad have got a game in on those mediums from the start. What do you think they'll do?
It's a tricky one. It's a really tricky one. But I think a few of them may stay out. But if you're on mediums and you haven't pit yet and you're like Husky or Elijah Vettel, I think you just pit for softs and then pit again for mediums to the end. I think that's the thing you'd do here. You're not going to lose out much, to be honest. You have everyone behind is probably going to pit except for Quantum, Vettel, and Steph. like Jacob, but he's a pit stop behind them, so it doesn't really matter too much.
I do just wonder though if a Quick Dead, for example, I mean, he will probably take the lead of this race, as I'm sure Harvey will go into the pits. Yep, Harvey goes into pits. Phoenix will follow him. I wonder how much AM Charlie is here is going to get held up in the pits with his teammate going in there as well. That'll be interesting to see at Red Bull. I wonder if he'll get jumped by the likes of Kirby and maybe Bull Beast. And
I don't think it's too bad, actually.
We know how good that Red Bull pit crew can be. And I don't think... They've only lost one position with a double stack. Fair play to him. Husky stays out and doesn't take the lead of the Grand Prix. Harvey still leads.
Yeah, which is pretty crucial from Harvey's point of view, because if he gets stuck behind someone like Kirby, or Husky, sorry, who hasn't pit yet, and probably will want a bit of screen time and to have a bit of a battle with an esports level driver, yeah, that could have been very, very bad for Harvey, but luckily the pace he's shown earlier has paid off and he's come right back out in the lead.
Yeah,
Edge and Nolan yet to pit as well, which is a bit surprising because it's probably the pit window now for him. But he's gained quite a lot of track position, and if he gets another safety car in about 3 laps time, that could work really well.
So Harvey leads from Husky, who hasn't pit yet under safety car. Phoenix currently potentially could get held up from Husky. However, Husky's no slouch, so I mean, with another safety car and maybe...
Yeah, I say that like he's a slow driver, but he's not. He's nowhere near a slow driver. He's an F1 for a reason, and I expect him to get multiple points, maybe even a couple of podiums this season.
Well, he is,
maybe even a win. Who knows?
I think a multiple-time race winner, or at least he has won at least one race. If he's multiple-time race winner, we'll have to double-check that. But Husky is a very talented driver, and I'm sure we'll see a lot from him this season. But
yeah, absolutely.
As lap 9, I think we'll see the safety car stay out one more lap, as Jacob is at the back after just pitting off his hard tyres. But very strange to see. Quick Dead is on soft. He's going to be chancing it, you'd have to say, with another safety car. However, tyre wear isn't the worst around here, so I wonder if he's just going to go for it and just get used to the old used softs at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to try and do. Is he pits now.
So Joe Nolan now comes into that. Quite strange, for a Romeo.
Yeah, Joe Nolan into the pits. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's a bit silly. He does have 1 lap fresher softs, I guess, or mediums, I guess, but he's now right at the back. Quick Dead and got a game also in. Yeah, Scott Gaming, as I did say, pit for softs next lap for mediums. So he must have been listening. But yeah, actually, I was checking there for Husky, and I don't think he has won a race before. He did get 2 P2s in season 1.
Did he not win Brazil in season 1?
No, he came second apparently. It was Jackson that won in season 1 Brazil.
Oh, he might have won on track. That's maybe what I meant.
Yeah. Of course, the famous race where Formula FSM picked up a podium.
Yeah, famous podium.
My Red Bull team.
Famous podium for Fussum. But Brazil, of course, I mean, it will round off every single WRL race we ever do, and season we ever do.
Till the end of WRL. I'm gonna personally make sure that Brazil's the finale, because it's just too good not to be the finale.
Yeah, it's a lot better track than Abu Dhabi, and has a lot less controversy, you like to say, probably.
Yeah, but in fairness to Abu Dhabi, I think it's going to have a regular space on the calendar, just not the finale, because it has got some big changes to the track, which makes it much more fun to drive by the looks of things, and hopefully those changes come into the next game, into F1 2022, which you'd imagine it will. Yeah, Abu Dhabi on the calendar, yes, but the finale, no. But safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, and you just mentioned the track changes. I'm sure next season of Worldwide Racing, there you go, a nice full season, will be on potentially the new game, as it would be quite silly to do a really short season.
Like 3 race count.
So I mean, we may do some end of season events and stuff, but
social races
Formula
and such.
F1 2022 is where we will be probably spending our time in Season 4 and onwards. But it looks like Harvey has really cool Husky nap in there. He's gone really early.
He absolutely has. Husky's been absolutely dropped. And he's not careful. I think he might have a bald man going down his inside in turn 1.
I think Phoenix got a bit caught up as well because he's having to warm his tyres halfway down that straight.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was a bit surprised by that. Quantum picking up a 3-second penalty now.
It's Jacob going side by side with Elijah Vettel. He's going to let Elijah go. He's on those fresher softs, Elijah. And, I mean, maybe Jacob just using him as a bit of a battering ram to go and get everyone else. But Phoenix currently still not past Husky. He's had a full sector now to try and do it. I'm sure those 10-lap-old mediums are going to feel a lot worse than Phoenix's 1-lap-old mediums now. 1-lap fresh mediums for CRC Phoenix. So I will turn the safety car graphic off. But yeah, so far no moves up and down the field.
Phoenix pushing the wall slightly there on the outside. But I would expect him to get past Husky by the final corner, to be honest. Even without DRS. I don't think he can afford to stay behind Husky if he has any chance of trying to catch Harvey. Trying to get anywhere near Harvey and just let him get a massive gap, because that seems to be what's happening. But
Quick Dead moves up to 17th. We're moving AJ Nolan.
Yeah.
Surely you'd like to think here Phoenix just can use all he can as Jackson moves up into 9th position and move on Jim LFC.
Here he goes. Harvey sets the fastest lap of a 1:30.2. Of course, lap records are now a thing, so Harvey will be hoping to get a few of them throughout the season.
Yeah, we are now keeping count of those, as you are stat man, Jack, and that is what you do. Stats.
That's why I'm here.
That is why you're here. It's the only reason.
Phoenix up to P2, Kirby up to P3, Husky losing 2 positions at the first corner, well, before the first corner even. Now is the Red Bull of AM Charlie all over the back of him. He'll be wanting to get past him ASAP. Doesn't want to let Kirby and Phoenix get too far ahead. I think Husky's going to be a bit of a cork in the bottle here for the remaining, well, until maybe the next safety car, but he's going to be where you see the most overtakes throughout the next 4 or 5 laps, I think. It's fair to say.
Yeah, I think we'll see that AlphaTauri unfortunately plummet down the order as we now move on to an Aston Martin of Jackson. I wonder if his reserve teammate for this race will let him pass. But I think there's a bit of movement at the back of the group between AJ Nolan and God of Gaming there. Still fighting hard, even if it's for the back spot on the grid. You don't want to lose positions at all. Looks like Charlie gets
past
Husky.
Yeah, round the outside, fairly easy. Not going to fight him awfully hard as he is on those 11-lap-old mediums, which will now be 12-lap-old.
Bull Beast is now past Husky. Good to see Husky showing a lot of respect though to the drivers, just getting past him and just not fighting him, because that's not his race. He's waiting for another safety car. As Jish is going to get past him, is he going to go around the outside? Takes the inside line for the next corner. They're still side by side. One of them's got to back out, or both of them are going to a wall. Who will back out? Neither of them. They still go side by side. Fantastic race in there from the both of them. And PSR Jish takes 7th place off of FG Atom. That was probably the best bit of driving we've seen all night.
Yeah, it's a great bit of racing there from Jish, but I feel like if Adam wanted to put that in for an overtake off track, I think he will. But Jackson now going up the inside, and that should be an easy enough move for Jackson.
Kick a man while he's down. He's looking at both the Aston Martins now. Poor Atom.
Yeah. He's better enjoy that livery. He's going to be looking at it for quite a bit. That was a big slide there from Jackson, but saves it well. But yeah, as you were saying about Jish, and I don't think he's got no obligation, get the words out, to let Jackson through, and I don't think he will, unless Jackson says hello there and just forces his way through anyway. But he will have DRS on Jish, as it has been activated this lap, and I think he might just get past him here. But yeah, Jish moving over, I don't think he's going to fight him at all, and that's fair enough.
No, I mean, it's good to see from Jish. I mean, as you said, he has no obligation to let Jackson go. But potentially he's showing other team owners, you know, I'm good. I'm a good teammate. I'm a good second driver. if you want to sign me, and just go for it. But something that I did think we might have missed, AM Charlie picks up a 3-second time penalty. Will that be crucial to him at the end of his race? As Quantum is up into 10th, back into the points there for the CRT driver.
Yeah, must have picked up 2 warnings in that one lap, because he only had 1 warning before that, and actually on the race director says invalidated lap time, which I always find very funny to see in a race, as Jacob gets a 5-second penalty for an illegal overtake. Well, it says corner cutting and a 1 position gain, which is illegal overtake, and they just don't give it back. But if he has a good reason not to give that back, I'm sure that will be an incident inquiry submitted from him just to get that removed.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll sure we'll probably see that in the tickets at the end of a race. But I must say, CRT Phoenix is putting a little bit of a dent into Harvey's lead at the top. It was about 3 seconds, now down to 2.3. Phoenix is showing some incredible pace today.
Yeah, and it's not for the first time we've seen that. We know Phoenix has the pace, it's just sometimes the consistency gets the better of him. But when you're that high up, you've got less people to worry about around you, and he's just showing his all pace there.
As he nearly just spins himself and loses all of that time.
Yeah, and now it gives a Kirby DRS.
I've never seen such a Phoenix thing happen in my life.
Yeah. So, as Charlie gets past Kirby now, but like Charlie and Phoenix both have penalties ahead of Kirby. He's the only person who'll really be worrying about that bull beast in the Ferrari behind him, the Hungarian. Or not the Hungarian, the Bulgarian driver, which is of course got Bull in his name, so it's a Bulgarian driver. Which is, it's nice to see a mix of nationalities. It's mainly that Union Jack you see, as Phoenix picked up his second 3-second penalty of the race, putting him up to 6 seconds. And Husky gets 1 further down in 14-lap-old mediums. But you have to say, 14-lap-old mediums, he's in 6th.
He's doing well.
Not really in any danger of losing that 6th.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, it's currently an AEM sandwich of BG Bull Beast and CRT Bald Beast. So, AEM sandwich right now of the Bull and the Bald Beast. So, good to see from those.
Ball and the
I was really proud of that one, actually. I had that one saved up for a little bit.
I was like, that was really good.
Yeah, thank you.
I did like that.
But as this race does go on, we have just seen PSR Jish retake 7th position off Jackson. So, I mean, it looks like maybe Aston Martins are working together to try and push himself up. They've actually got 3 seconds up the road to the next car. So Husky's going. Husky really showing his pace right now on those mediums. And if there is another safety car, he will go into those softs. And, well, I'm excited to see his pace on that.
He's sticking with these guys as well. He's still within DRS of these guys ahead. So he's not exactly dropping into the clutches of the 2 Aston Martins.
Oh, it's BG Bullbeast really late on the brakes. What a move that is from Bullbeast. But Kirby, is he going to get the switchback? They're side by side. One of them's got to back out, surely. Oh, there's contacts.
Bit of contact.
I have to.
I think that's fair game. I think they both gave as good as they would. They both gave as good as they got.
I think Bullbeast actually clipped the inside wall.
Yeah, I think he did. He might have picked up a bit of damage there. And Kirby actually lets him back through. That might be for an illegal overtake.
But he's lost out to Husky as well.
Sporting. Yeah, that's 2 positions lost there for Kirby, which is not ideal, especially if he wants to try and get P2 in this race. That's going to put a big dent in that challenge for a P2. He's going to need to get past Husky as soon as physically possible, really. Does have a DRS zone coming up, and they'll try and get back past Bullbeast. As Bullbeast no longer has DRS to the Charlie ahead. He's got a good opportunity to do so.
Yeah, but not much movement currently going on down the field. As I say, that Jacob does get past Gamer Man Steph. It looks like Steph, since he had that wobble at the start of the race, he's really struggled, and he's going to be swamped.
Yeah. Quantum gets past. No, he doesn't. He gets. I think he just lost the position actually. A big battle going on here for P7 that I just draw your attention to. Is I think Jax is going to let Jish through again. Bit of a nudge there from Quantum, but Quantum trying to get past that, and looks like he's just got it done. I think Adam's going to have to back out here surely. No, he doesn't. He goes for it, but. Scares Quantum off the track though, so that might give him an opportunity later in the lap, especially if he loses that DRS to Jackster.
Yeah, but Bullbeast has pulled out a nice little gap to AM Kirby. He's actually broken the DRS of the Mercedes driver, so I mean Bullbeast shows up every week and shows this pace, and we could have another title challenge on our hands. But Jacob up into P11. Is he going to get past Vettel? He is. Jacob really cut his way through the field at Bahrain, but he's struggling here at Jeddah, which is no surprise, as there's not a lot of places to overtake, as Elijah Vettel puts himself on 11 seconds of penalties now.
Yeah, as the Aston's switch again, and I think you made a really good point there about Jish, and I would say that the team owners will be watching this very closely, and this could have easily, if one of the tier 2s drops out, and I think Jish's controller disconnected there or something, because he just drove straight into the wall on the outside. Big lapse of concentration there, or maybe something wrong with his wheel or controller, not too sure.
I'll just quickly check Jish's stream. I know he is streaming right now. No, I'm not sure what happened.
I think his wheel might have disconnected. I think it might have. He's look at that. He's lost 3 positions there over the corner.
Someone's just gone straight on.
Yeah, it was Vettel. He had to. Don't know what happened. He just overkicked it going into the corner and had to back out, and he's lost 3 places because of it. But you were saying about Bullbeast. He's now. Kirby's now only 4 tenths behind him.
I think Jish is really struggling now.
Yeah.
He must have some damage.
Look how much he's turning the wheel. I think he's had a wheel issue there, which we've had a mechanical failure in a league race, so.
Yeah, very interesting to see.
Yeah, just look you can see how much he's turning and nothing's happening.
I think
he's got damage. He doesn't even have any visible damage, I don't think. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Jish. I feel awful for him.
Yeah, he's put up a really good race and showed really good teamwork with his teammate Jackson for this race. I know Jackson and Jish do know each other, so maybe they're in a party together, just working together. But I mean, with 7 laps to go, it's
bitterly disappointing.
Yeah, you can only feel sorry really for the reserve driver. But SSR Husky on the softs, he's only 5.4 seconds away from Jish right now. I think that will come down too, and I think we'll see.
Yeah, Charlie on Phoenix.
It's just Red Bull 1-2 right now.
Kirby gets past Bullbeast. Yeah, Red Bull 1-2. I was going to say where have we seen that before, but I don't think they even had a 1-2 this season in real life.
I mean, of course, the only teams.
It's
Phoenix hits the wall.
Oh, that could be really crucial, especially if he's picked up some big damage. He's going to need to pit. He doesn't seem to have many issues with that Sector 1 S section, if you like.
As Jish
retires in the pits, not really surprised.
Yeah, you have to.
He done well to bring that back without killing anyone, to be fair to him.
You have to feel bad for Jish there. He was on for a really good race and, I mean, done really well himself. And I do hope we'll see him again for Imola next week, as I think he has had the, not the rubber to green so far in WRL.
Yeah.
I think we might see a fastest lap here from Husky, maybe a new lap record in our history here at Jeddah, which would be good to see. Don't want Harvey making all the records. But as AJ Nolan gets past Elijah Vettel there for 16th. And Archie gets past Vettel. Vettel makes a massive mistake. Yeah, he's got no wing.
Yeah, he's got no wing. He's got no wing at all. Oh, big crash. That could be that's got to be a safety car.
That will be a safety car.
Yeah. It is a safety car. Oh, that big crash there between Auto Gaming and Vettel. That's unfortunate. There's not really much Vettel could have done, especially through that corner. He has to lift, or else he's going straight into the wall and out of the race. He had no wing at all. It's just wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately for him. And we've got a flurry of pit stops. Everyone except for Adam and Harvey's in.
Yeah, so Harvey...
And Husky, of course.
Husky's
going to gain a lot of places
here. Oh, wow. Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
He's going to get more.
He's up to 6th. He's ahead of Kirby and Bullbeast.
Of course, does have 8 seconds of penalties.
Archie stayed out as well. That's a really big gamble there for Archie.
I wonder if Harvey just drove past the pit lane. So I wonder if we will see movement in that Red Bull garage. I mean, if he does pit, he's going to drop down a hell of a lot of positions.
Nah, he's not. He's not going to lose. If he's going to lose, it's going to be to Adam and Archie.
Potentially, I mean, there will be a delta, so I wonder if...
Yeah. If he had picked up the safety car, that would have been a different story, but he hasn't, so he should be okay.
It's about a 25-second gap.
Yeah, I think he should be fine.
So that means right now, he'd be down in 8th.
How long is the pit lane? Like,
I'm pretty sure it's about 24 seconds. I think we'll see if Harvey does pit. I think as he does slow down as well.
He might actually, yeah, he might lose more than you'd think.
As he does.
But we'll see now.
Yeah,
we'll see now.
Zarsky gets a penalty under safety car.
Oh, that's just a big lapse of concentration there. Absolutely no need to be anywhere near the track limits under the safety car, is there? And yeah, he's paid the consequences. Now, Kirby and Harvey are the only ones in the top places without a penalty.
And Bullbeast and Jackster. Let's see where Harvey's gonna come out. Wow, he's into second. That's annoying.
Yeah, I told you.
I wanted to see Harvey have some battles, but
this is interesting though. If you can remember back to F1 at Belgium last season.
Yeah.
A bit of history between these two, especially at Belgium, where at that race-ending crash for Adam when they tried to go side by side up through Eau Rouge and Radillon. So this could get a bit tasty.
I wonder if there's any bad blood. I wonder if the Austrian can taste blood of the Czech. Will be interesting to see. I mean,
we said Czech from Doncaster.
The Czech, Don Czech, Asta. Yep. The deck of cards. As Quantum picks up another penalty. He's got 6 seconds now, down in 13th. It's been a bit of a start. It's been a really poor start from Quantum.
He won like what 2-3 races last season in a short season that he had. Although it is fair to say that the quality has improved quite a lot since season 2.5.
I mean, it has, but
big names have come in.
I mean,
you wouldn't expect him to be down in 13th.
At the start of this, I mean, Quantum was the first pick of the draft in F1, so big expectation. And I mean, I wonder if big pressure has got on to Quantum's shoulders there. I mean, you know, he's only a young driver. He's only 18, so he's still finding time to mature and find. I mean, I wonder if the pressure has got to him on his shoulders. Currently 13th in this race. I mean, with his penalties as well. I think really the best he can only get today will be the low end of the points. Yeah,
well, I've just picked up Archie in P3. That could be a really big help for Kirby, especially if he's going to continue to hold these guys up and let Kirby get through. And even when the likes of Charlie, Phoenix, and Husky all overtake Archie's just going to let Kirby through, and he's going to potentially be a bit of a roadblock to the likes of Bullbeast, Jackson, and Jim, who are probably the biggest threats at the minute as they don't have any penalties. Just Bullbeast and Jackson have penalties. Jim as well. I'll keep Jim involved. Maybe Steph. Both them have penalties, but still definitely some of the quickest ones out there. But as everyone is caught up to the safety car, I imagine it will be in this lap. We're doing so well with no DNFs apart from Curtis, and we've had 2 in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, I mean, one was in the pit lane due to a false feedback glitch, so nothing we can really do there.
That one was it.
And another one was unfortunately just due to, well, just a crash, and then other people crashing out because of that. So maybe a bit of an unfortunate tale of events there.
Yeah, wrong place. Losing your wing through that fast chicane, and you've got like 5 cars closely behind. It's not the thing you want to be doing. But there's not really much Vettel could have done about that, which is unfortunate, really. But it's still 17 drivers left. We will have 3 laps to the flag, and I don't think we have enough time to fit in another safety car.
No, so we DRS on the last lap.
Yeah,
and
a full sprint to the end.
I mean, there's only 2 small DRS sections we will get. One down the back straight leading to the pit lane, the home stretch, I guess you could say. And that little bit of DRS you get before going up that hill. But here we go, a safety car is in this lap. I mean, for Harvey, you'd still think he's going to win this race. As Kirby, Bullbeast, Jackster, probably his biggest challenges, back down in 7th, 8th and 9th, but it's definitely not over yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Here we
I
go,
wonder
then.
what type of safety car restart Atom will see. We'll see from Atom, as we did see an incredible one from Harvey. He's going a bit slower, is the Austrian, and he's jetted off now. He's got
gone.
Harvey a little bit napping. Always has 5-second penalties galore.
Quick that has collided.
Are we going to see a move from here? Archie on CRT, Charlie on Archie's. Archie!
Big dive from Archie! And yeah, that was always going to end like that with such a dive. But I don't even think it was that. It was a dive. I think he was just trying to outbreak Charlie, who was making a move on him, and it just sort of, yeah, it just ended badly. And I'd imagine Archie will come in at the end of the lap here. Maybe just retire, which is unfortunate for Archie, especially as his team owner. Still have 3 laps to go.
But here's Harvey on Atom. Is he going to be able to do it here on the Alpine? It looks like he is. And
superior grip and superior pace, to be honest. Charlie's going to try and be the next one to make that move.
not much of a fight put up from Atom, you have to say, but Atom is actually fighting for the position, as he's going to get swamped there by Phoenix and by Charlie. So unfortunately for the Alpine driver, he's still actually going to be on for a podium. But you'd be very surprised if he does get one now, especially with people with time penalties behind. Are we going to see a move from Phoenix?
Husky on him now.
Yes, Husky's going to try and get past him as well. You'd have to say Husky maybe get a 5-second penalty being removed, as it might have been for a collision. He's going to go try around the outside of the Alpine. He's on the fresher tyres, but oh, it's Atom.
Oh, contact.
It's harsh defence, but it's fair defence, you'd have to say. And you're using up all the ERS. Harvey sets a new lap record here at Jeddah. And Bullbeast
Big squeeze there from the Alpha
Bullbeast has just got. Oh, it's Kirby's gone. Husky's into.
And Husky's in the wall.
Oh, it's heartbreak.
3 wide into turn 1 is only going to end one way, and we've just seen it happen. 3 wide into this corner, surely not yet. Kirby backside, which is
it's a great move by Bullbeast, though. Sorry, goes around the outside of everyone there. But now the hunt for Bullbeast to get on to the top step of that podium. It could be on. He could do it. Jackster could still get a podium in this. He's now going to try and get past. Sorry, Kirby's going to try and get past Atom. He's going to try and go to the outside.
Gonna outbreak him surely,
and he
the
does.
Traction's just gonna be much better.
Jackson, he's gonna follow. Is he gonna follow Kirby round, or is it being contact between Atom and Jackster? As AJ Nolan's out for the race.
That's his dead done.
But you'd have to say between Kirby and Jackson here, this will be for the final spot of the podium potentially. They are 5 seconds behind, which I mean, it's gonna be thousands between the two drivers. But who wants that podium? Will it be Mercedes? Will it be Aston Martin? You'd have to say, well, Red Bull will be taking the top step, but who is it going to be?
Kirby's going to use as much as he can here. He will have the inside line.
Oh, it's Atom's. Oh, sorry, Jim's gone. Jim's gone.
Going to be a drag race to the line or to turn 1. That's what. That's the lap record right there. 28.8 from Harvey.
It's Phoenix now gets
Kirby's
Charlie.
Going to go for this, you'd imagine. On the inside, bit of contact, but yeah, good move there from Jackster at the end of the day. Jim retires in the pits, not really a surprise. Husky's left the session now.
But at the minute, Jackster, I think he's actually going to get 3rd place here, unless he can get Bullbeast, which he definitely can. So
I think he can.
He's going to have DRS as well. DRS on that back straight is going to be so important. And I wonder if his DRS can drag along the championship leader right now, AM Kirby, up the position to potentially get himself onto 4th instead of his AM teammate in Charlie. But this is the battle we're going to be watching, Jackster and Bullbeast. There's a 2nd place on the line here. Will it be the Hungarian driver, or will it be the British driver of Jackster? Oh, as Bullbeast has actually clipped the wall. Surely it's going to be Jackson's. There's a bit of a squeeze. There's a bit of contact.
Here comes Jacob and Kirby as well. Kirby's just lost all pace in his final lap, which is very unfortunate.
But it was only...
Jackster
It's only going to end up one way. Sorry to cut you off, Jack. And Harvey C19 wins the Jeddah Grand Prix. Phoenix on track comes home second, but Bull Beast actually gets him. But
I think Jax has had a timing glitch. I think Jax has finished P2. But he had the timing glitch, of course, after he left before the formation lap. I think that's going to actually be Jax in P2 instead of Bull Beast. And Bull Beast P3, Charlie, Kirby, and then Phoenix P6.
Oh, what a race.
What a race.
What a race that was. As I think your podium, as you're right, Jack, will be Harvey, Jackster, and Bull Beast. So two new, a complete new podium from last week. As Harvey does win the race then ahead of BG Bull Beast. Will finish third. Jackster will finish second after time penalty. So a fantastic race there from Jackster. Great recovery. BG Bull Beast as well does really well. Charlie on his debut will get fourth position. Started fourth and finished fourth. So well done from him. Our championship leader currently, Kirby. He finished the race fifth with Phoenix, I think, finished sixth. Atom will finish 7th with Jacob in 8th, so a very good recovery again from him from 20th at the back of the grid. Another points finish for Elijah Vettel in 9th, and another points finish for Goda Gaming in 10th. As those are the points finishers. Outside the points, Gaming Man Steph in 11th, with Archie, Quantum, Quick Dead, 3 CRT drivers rounding up 12th, 13th and 14th. 15th for Husky with Jim LFC in 16th, AJ Nolan 17th. Vettel had an unfortunate crash. PSR Jish was on for some fantastic points, but a false feedback glitch has really screwed his race over, and H. Curtis unfortunately finished 20th at the back. But a real fantastic race there, and a really, really enjoyable one. We won't be doing podium interviews because, I won't lie, my voice is absolutely gone, and I think Jack's is as well. That's why he's had to go on mute.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and we will just check the calendar graphic real quick. As you can see, next week we will be in Imola, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix here in WRL, and it will be Jack and commentary, I think, with Fizzy Jam Jam, as I am at work that night, unfortunately. So unless you want to come see Southend United play, you won't be seeing me next Friday. But we will be back again live next week from 8 PM with our Formula 2 race. And of course, back here once more at 9:30 for Imola. Find out next week what more crazy shenanigans could go on here in Worldwide Racing League. And could we see another new winner. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. And we'll catch you next week. See you later. Good night.